My name is Garry Ndwango. I'm 38 years old. The first time it was during the first term of this year. It was between March and June. And then we had a visit from Hezekias, Otutumi. I know the surname, the name I'm not sure, but it's Miss Otutumi. Then they were here with two gentlemen from Jorei, and they came and introduced the project, and then they even sent us an email explaining to us what natural agriculture is. And then we welcomed them after finding out from the email, yes. The procedure was very clear. Firstly, as a school, I'm an HOD for social sciences. So I reported to the principal, and then we set up an SGB meeting where we reported the natural agriculture project. And then this is where we were given a permission to use parents and learners. Then we wrote letters to parents asking permission for the learners in the project. And then on the second week, we did that the first week. Then on the first Saturday, the parents were here and the learners were here. There were approximately 15 learners and 5 parents. We have a school of 2,600 people. But now, after those 15 and 4 parents came, they started to deliver material, garden tools. And then it was after a week, yes, it was Monday, if my memory serves me well. They started to deliver working materials. It was Ezekias and his partner, Miss Otutumi. And then when they got here, we needed space to store those tools because we wanted to make sure that the tools are always available when the people come and work. Now, we found that there were other people who were in almost the same project as this one. So we also invited those people into this project. So those are the people who at least have experience in working with garden. And then these people joined them. And every time when they started to work, they worked on weekends because we thought about working during school time, during the week. But the problem is that the school ends at 2:30. So we couldn't hold the children up too late because some of these kids, they live very far from the school and the streets are not safe. So at least Saturday was a good time for working. And then we started to work on that way. Then each and every weekend they were here. And then I was not always here, but I could see each and every weekend there was a difference because they started to use a different style of planting. They use a small space to plant a lot of things, and then it was well decorated. They use a second shape garden. And then up till last week, it was the first week of October, where we enjoyed some strawberries with the principal. Yeah. We participate in the project where we took from poor to above average learners. But since they started with the project, I think their sense of responsibility have improved. Then most of their work is done now. And then they have improved. Their marks have improved very much because it has instilled in them a sense of responsibility and a sense of duty. So every time when they are given work, they can do work and they are more responsible. Well, we have started on small scale to see if maybe it works. And then we have seen that it works very nicely with the grade 5 learners because we have taken one class in grade 5. And then we envisage to use more classes in the future. For example, next year, we're going to put it in our curriculum to make sure that maybe in natural sciences, people are going to take part in the gardens. We are going to make it a curriculum issue. It's not going to be voluntary only, but the learners need to do it even in their curriculum. We are not going to do it as voluntary only, but we are going to instill it in learners' books. It is going to be allocated some space in the curriculum, because in natural sciences we have this thing of caring for the environment, and then we are going to do it practically. And then we were planning to speak to Ezekias and his partners to say, what if maybe we use you to introduce all these learners on how to use natural ways of planting our food, because most of the ways that we use are unnatural and what can I say, they destroy our nature. So we think it is the best way, and then we know that if we teach learners in the curriculum, they're going to take this to their home. Even the community is going to use the same method of planting, and that is going to at least develop our community and make it a better community. Then we are going to, release the learners who will be participating positively as citizens of South Africa.
What do you think about Chore?
Well, I won't comment that much, but I think it's one way to be at peace with our Creator. But I'm pleased, because when you reconcile with your Creator, everything goes well. Yeah, but I'm of a certain religion, Christianity. And when we look at Christianity, when we look at the values of Chore, we don't dispute any, because there is no way that they say you must maybe kill or you must steal. So it promotes the values that our that our Messiah promotes. So it's a good religion. Yes, Chore is fine. We can encourage some of this, because some of the people in our community, they claim to have a religious background, but when you start looking at their morals and the way they do things and behavior and attitude, you'll find that there is no religious background, and they need it. So if you introduce it, I think it's going to work fine.